Acts 27 and Colossians 2:16. Do not abolish the Sabbath. Here's why. 1. Acts 27. A common misunderstanding. And upon the first day of the week, when the disciples came together to break bread, Paul preached unto them, ready to depart on the morrow, and continued his speech until midnight. Acts 20:7. Many Sunday keepers use this verse to justify their tradition of worshipping on Sunday, claiming it is evidence that the early church abandoned the Sabbath. But look closer. Nowhere in this verse is there a command to keep Sunday as a holy day. The gathering was a farewell meeting, not a regular weekly service. Paul was leaving the next day, verse 7, and the church gathered to say goodbye. The term break bread simply means eating a meal together, not necessarily conducting a worship service. Acts 2:46 shows that breaking bread was done daily. Challenge. If Acts 27 is proof of Sunday worship, then why did Paul continue to keep the Sabbath with Gentiles in Acts 13:42-44, Acts 16:13, and Acts 18:4? Why did he teach the Gentiles to observe it if it was supposedly abolished? 2. Colossians 2:16, misused and misunderstood. Let no man therefore judge you in meat, or in drink, or in respect of an holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days. Colossians 2:16. This is often cited to claim that the Sabbath is no longer binding. But let's examine. The phrase Sabbath days here is in the context of ceremonial Sabbaths, part of the feasts and sacrificial laws in Leviticus 23, not the weekly Sabbath established in Genesis 2:2-3 and commanded in Exodus 20:8-11. These ceremonial Sabbaths were shadows of things to come, verse 17, pointing to Christ's sacrifice, not the eternal Sabbath command written by God's own hand. Challenge. If Colossians 2:16 abolishes the Sabbath, then it must also abolish holy days and new moons. Yet Isaiah 66:22-23 clearly states that all flesh will worship before God every Sabbath and new moon in the new heavens and new earth. Is Paul contradicting the prophets and God himself? Impossible. 3. The Sabbath is part of the 10 Commandments, eternal and unchanging. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Exodus 20:8-10. The Sabbath is the 4th commandment, written by the finger of God on stone. Exodus 31:18. Jesus himself said, Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Matthew 5:17. Breaking the 4th commandment is sin, for sin is the transgression of the law. 1 John 3:4. On Judgment Day, we are judged by the law of liberty, the 10 Commandments, James 2:10-12. 4. A final dramatic question. If Sunday worship is now the new Sabbath, where is the direct command from Jesus or his apostles? Where does it say, the 7th day is now abolished, and the 1st day is now holy? If you cannot find it, are you prepared to face Judgment Day, having broken the 4th commandment of God? Will you stand before the throne and claim man-made tradition over the written word of God?